Divorced Dad Diaries, day 144. It's Father's Day, and it's a sunny day, which is a perfect day to pop over to McDonald's and get an iced latte, where I noticed there were a lot more utes in the park than usual. Some of them were even reversed into parking. I wonder why. So after that, it was over to Woolworths to do some groceries. It may be Father's Day, but I'm not absolved from fatherly duties, so there are still things I need to get for the upcoming week with the kids, like fruit, stuff for their lunch boxes, just general dinner stuff, and it ended up being a bit more expensive than usual this week, but I blame that on the fact that I got both cheese and butter on the same week. Yeah, I know, right? Like Mr. Moneybags over here. Then it was over to Coupland's because I am officially converted. I'm now a Coupland's bread buyer, where I also managed to pick up these donuts. I thought it'd be a really cool idea because I'm seeing the kids today that when I send them home, I can send them home with a pocket full of sugar for their mum to deal with. That she can thank me later. But it was after filming this shot of the 4 different donuts that I realised that I'd actually forgotten to grab an essential baking ingredient. So I ended up having to go to the dairy and pick up some biscuits as well. And then it was back home to do my usual Sunday baking. Today we're going to be making some hedgehog slice. Get those out of the frame, they shouldn't be there. But I'm not going to film that because we've got some other stuff to film. So got that in the fridge, and then it was over to pick up the kids. So said goodbye to the new car, said hello to the old car, or should that be the other way around? I'm not entirely sure. Grabbed the kids, and then it was over to the usual, the local, the pedal pusher, fantastic place that. And grabbed some lunch for the kids. So grabbed some fish and chips for the little ones. The big ones split a pepperoni pizza. Mum ordered some mushroom on toast. Well, I got a eggs Benny with pork belly and a brew to go with it because, why not? It's Father's Day. And they've got this little kids area where the kids had a bit of fun playing around. Oldest daughter did some maths because why not? And then we got some desserts for everyone, of course. So the little one's got their sundaes, while the big one's got a creme brulee and a Nutella cookie pie. I'm always impressed by the food there. I've never had any complaints. I know I'm kind of biased because it's my local, but if you live in Rolleston, I'd consider that a must visit. But the kids also got me a gift, which was really nice. I wasn't expecting anything, but it's just, obviously the ex-wife had a hand in it because the kids don't have any money. So it's just, yeah, it feels good. And they obviously know me very well because first off, they got me some more novelty socks. And not just any novelty socks, they got me Coke socks. I drink a lot of Coke Zero. My dentist told me to quit and I said no and just decided to drink it out of a straw instead. So there you go, Coke socks. Some Kit Kat chocolate because I love chocolate and Kit Kat is my fave. A mug which says chocolate is my one true love. And the ex got me a little shot of peanut butter whiskey, so I wonder what it'll be like with Coke. Probably not good actually. I should look up a good little cocktail to make with that one. And the kids all made me some stuff as well. I won't go into too much detail about that because it's for me. My oldest daughter and my oldest son both wrote me a poem. So from my oldest daughter, who is 9. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is funny, and so are you. And from my oldest son, who is 10, I love the food you cook, I love the Dogman books, I do not like poo, but most of all, I love you. But I also just want to quickly draw attention to my office wall. I have pictures from all of my kids. This note that my daughter made me on the weekend that I moved out. My son drew me as a dinosaur. You can see he's got his own art style. You can sort of really see it in this picture. So I really like this one, the Danielophysis. Love the big ears. And this other one that my youngest daughter drew, which is again a dinosaur that she drew out of nail polish on a piece of paper and a heart. And I bring all that up because I thought it was finally time to put a picture up from my youngest son, and he drew me this picture last week, which is a picture of him and me, and it's if this was a movie you'd call it symbolism, but because I spilled water on the picture and it erased me from the picture, so now it's just a picture of him. Oh. And I'm so disappointed in myself because this was my favourite picture he's drawn so far. He's 4 years old. He's finally drawn a visible person, a circle with eyes and a mouth and hands and legs. You see, growing up way too fast. Yeah. I might still put it on the wall. I'm mad at myself. But like I mentioned before, fatherly duties don't end, so I have to mow the lawns. So Mum potted around the garden a bit more while I mowed the lawns. And then I got hungry and realised that I still hadn't eaten that donut that I got from Darfield Bakery yesterday, the Biscoff donut. So I was kind of starving because I'd only just had the eggs Benny today, and it was mid-afternoon. So I thought I would chop it in half, and I couldn't be bothered doing it properly, so I just absolutely smashed it and went to town, and it was divine. Even after sitting in the fridge for a day, it was still fantastic. Loved it. There's, donuts that can sometimes be so bready and cakey, so it's really a risk when you buy one, but this wasn't like that. I loved it. The cream was great. The flavour was great. No notes, really. Darfield Bakery, great donuts. And then after spending an afternoon just chilling and laying about, we decided to head into town over to the ENTX where the Hoyt Cinema is. Only this time, instead of going to see a movie, we're going over to Holy Moly, which is like an arcade. I didn't realise that. There's all these machines in there. There's pool, there's a bar, there's a whole bowl-orama in there, actually. But we went there specifically to do the mini golf, and there's a bar right next to it, which has some really cool happy hour deals. But you grab your ball, and the 9 holes, they're fantastic. There's a Ferris wheel, there's a mini golf, there's this cool thing where you hit the ball and it bounces all the way down, as you can see. There's a Simpsons couch. There's all sorts. There's a whole ton of stuff. And then afterwards, we just popped down the road to Riverside Market and popped into the Kaiser in order to grab just a little meal for dinner. We just grabbed some pork belly and some squid. Squid is really risky. You overcook it for 15 seconds and it's rubbery, but this was perfectly done. And that's all for today, and I will catch you on the flip side.